Yo, what's up friends, Megadipel here, and I'm back bringing another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle for you guys today. So today I'm against Sork, and before we get into the battle, if you guys could just leave a quick like, show your support on this video, it means so much. Leave a comment down below, and of course subscribe for more. I do really love reading your comments, and your support means so much to me. So looking at the team preview, I'm actually running this double bunny team, gave to me by Phoenix Master 1. I'm actually just using the skeleton of his team. It's pretty similar, but I've made a few changes to the team. He actually gave me a few personal changes. Now I feel the team is a little bit better now. And looking at my opponent's team, Sork's team is running a pretty nice, powerful team built around Mega Gyarados, which is still a huge threat this gen. So that's definitely going to be the biggest threat to my team. So let's just get straight on into the battle, shall we? So if any of you guys ever want to battle me, then the best place to do that is by adding me on Skype, as I'm often looking for battles versus friends on there. Or following me on Twitter, as I do tweet out occasionally when I'm looking for battles. So I'm actually going to start to lead off with my Rotom, as he leads off with his Azumarill. My Rotom is a huge problem to his team. His team does pressure my Rotom a whole lot, so I'm just going to go straight for that safe Will-O-Wisp. I actually burn and cripple this Azumarill, which is nice. His ego that knockoff. That knockoff is potentially a great play by my opponent, as it will negate the leftovers recovery, and like I did mention, his team does pressure my Rotom a whole lot, so that recovery could have been vital. So here, I do actually Volt Switch now and go into my Clefable. I'm not too sure if this thing is banded as of yet. It could potentially be Assault Vest. I wasn't sure of the damage coming from that a Volt Switch, so I do just play it safe and go into my Clefable. And here, I could have potentially set up my Stealth Rocks, but I actually decided to pull a double and go into my Diggersby, predicting either his Zone or even his Heatran, as I wanted to keep up offensive pressure on my opponent, keep the momentum. So knowing full well is actually going to switch and not want to stay in and die to an EQ, I'm actually going to predict his switch out, go straight for that return. I'm going to blow this Azumarill back, which is nice, and just primarily using this thing as Death Fodder, which is a great play by my opponent. And now he's going to go out into his Gyarados. Here, looking at, I could have potentially gone straight for the Earthquake and got damage off on this thing, or a return. But I do have an unaware Clefable in the back, which can beat this Mega Gyarados one-on-one. So I'm actually going to go straight into this now. As the reason why I said I could have potentially got off damage on this Mega Gyarados is getting damage off on this thing is crucial to hopefully get into the range where a Scarf Draco Meteor could kill, as he actually goes straight for the Waterfall. And as you guys are going to see, he does in fact score a crit. This crit is huge, as it does mean that the secondary Waterfall will be more than enough to take out my Clefable. And it means I cannot beat this Gyarados one-on-one, and unfortunately I won't be able to get up my Stealth Rocks, which does potentially prove vital in the long run. So I'm going to go into my Mega Lopunny now, as it is one of the main checks I do have for his Mega Gyarados. Just freely use this time to Mega Evolve and fire off a High Jump Kick. High Jump Kick is my safest play, as it hits all his team relatively hard. He's actually going to decide to go out into his Gothitelle now, primarily as Death Fodder, as a combination of High Jump Kick and return will be more than enough to take this thing out. And down goes his Gothitelle, giving him a free switch however into another huge threat, his Dragonite. His multi-scale is still intact, and I was actually expecting this thing to be a DD Dragonite based off his team, as he's already running a banded Azumarill and most likely a Specs Gothitelle. So I go straight for Ice Punch, expecting to go for DD. Then I was actually planning on sacking the Pokemon, going out back either into my Diggersby or my Mega Lopunny, trying to take it out with my priority Fake Out or Quick Attack. That's not the case, as it completely blows my Mega Lopunny away with an Outrage, locking himself into that. So I do know I can go out to my Greninja now and just pick it off with an Ice Beam. Easy revenge kill this thing. In comes his Magnezone now. What I actually do is I decided to go out into my Latios, expecting to go for the Volt Switch, and Volt Switching out into his Heatran to easily take on my Latios one-on-one, where I could actually go for a trick there, crippling his Heatran as he most likely goes for Stealth Rocks, defog them rocks away, and potentially use his Heatran as setup fodder for my Diggersby in the long run. But that's not going to be the case. To go straight for that Flash Cannon, base off that damage on my Latios, revealing is in fact Specs. So I go into my Rotom now just to take the next Flash Cannon. And here I make a huge misplay looking at it in hindsight. I should have just gone straight for the Volt Switch here, predicting the switch on out of there, as I thought Hydro Pump was my safe play, but had I gone for the Volt Switch, I could Volt Switch on out into my Diggersby, and basis gone straight for an EQ, as nothing can take an EQ on his team other than his Mega Gyarados. But then after damage on Mega Gyarados, would have got into the range where a Scarf Draco Meteor would take it out. So because of this, I am forced to Volt Switch now and actually go out into my Greninja. And this damage on Greninja could potentially be huge, as unfortunately also scores a burn. And at the range of HP Greninja was at before the Lava Plume, I could have potentially taken a hit from his Mega Gyara, but that's not really the case now, and I'm just going to be able to go for that Hydro Pump now. Thankfully land it and take out his Heatran, which is great. He's down to his last two now, I do believe his Magnezone and his, of course, his Mega Gyarados. He's just going to go out into his zone now, I do believe, and looking at it, I could have potentially and probably should have gone out into my Rotom Wash. as my Rotom Wash does pretty much nothing against the rest of his team, and kept my my Greninja potentially fire off a hit versus a Gara. But that's not going to be the case. I actually decided to go straight for that Dark Pulse because I do have that chance to flinch, which I do, which is nice. Not going to matter at all in the long run, as after the burn and the Life Orb recoil, 2 Life Orb recoils and 1 burn damage, it's going to be more enough to take out my Greninja. So it is a double down, and he's down to his last now, is Gyarados. I've got to hope that a Scarf Draco Meteor and an Adamant Life Orb Quick Attack can be more than enough to take out this Gyarados. But unfortunately I actually missed the Draco Meteor, which is going to seal the game, as he is going to be able to sweep up the rest of my team now with his Mega Gyarados. And we did do the calcs after. It turns out a Scarf Draco Meteor, max damage, combined with Adamant Life Orb boosted Quick Attack, coming from my huge power Diggersby, still wouldn't be more than enough to take it out, considering I got both max rolls. So looking back here, that crit on my Clefable turned out to be huge, as had I got the Stealth Rocks and not actually missed my Draco Meteor, I definitely could have taken out this Mega Gyarados, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case. Again, looking back at it, I did make a few misplays, where had I not made these few misplays, then I wouldn't actually be looking back at the hacks. But nonetheless, it's still a very good game, so GG once again, Sork. Definitely be looking for a rematch sometime in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I did. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.